All right. The game audio is picking up. Good. This is Book of Hours, and this is our second game of the day, and I think the last game of the festival, in which we are having a giveaway available. So the developers of this also made a game called Cultist Simulator, which they reached out and asked, would you like to check this out? And they gave me a key. I already own Cultist Simulator. I've sadly not played it, but regardless. So I asked if they'd be okay with me giving away a key of that, giving away the key they gave me, and they said yes. So if you would like to enter the giveaway, that's not right. Why did that happen? That one? There we go. Great. I clicked the wrong button. It's all fine. I am a professional. Yes, if you type exclamation mark cult, you can enter for a copy of Cultist Simulator. I also think I own but have never played Cultist Simulator. Well, we're going to play Book of Hours today, and we're going to see, maybe that will, yeah, I've heard good things, but maybe that will inspire us to go and check out Cultist Simulator. Let me just make sure that Iris got entered. Cool. The runaway? Oh, you can't win. Apparently Karloff isn't allowed to enter this one. I can... Right. That's what the allow past winners thing is. Hang on a sec. We can try again. Okay. Iris, you'll probably need to enter again, I'm afraid. But I think Karloff should be allowed to win. Or be allowed to enter this time. Okay, not Almo tested and Tony are in. So that's all working. Karloff is in. Okay, great. Wonderful. You see, I thought allow past winners was going to be like, I could roll multiple rewards and it wouldn't choose the same person twice. Turns out I was wrong. Just turning on the light. Exclamation cult again then. Thank you for culting again. So I don't actually know anything about Book of Hours particularly. Other than the art style is gorgeous, as it was with Cultist Simulator, and I believe at least one of the devs worked on Fallen London, which had excellent writing. So I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see what we're up to in Book of Hours and what all the vibe is. Perrin, welcome in. How are you doing, lovely? Yeah, let's just get on with it. Let's just see. The good, the bad, the ugly. The librarian has left the world behind. This has its advantages, but also its price. Loved Cultist Sim. I sucked at it real bad. Can I adjust the volume? I think that's a bit loud. Audio! Not that quiet. Maybe... that? Why does she have an F on her face? We'll find out, I guess. Or maybe we won't. Maybe that's just how she is. Okay. What are we looking at? Brankrug, March 7th, 1936. There has been no librarian at Hush House since the fire, 7 years now. Suitable candidates are very difficult to find, but perhaps we have found one in you. Take care on your journey. The seas around Brankrug are treacherous. Maybe it's an old-timey S, and she's Superman. You know what, Perrin? I think that is probably the most likely explanation. Yeah, no, you're right. I feel it's harder to hide your secret identity when you have the S right there on your face. But, you know, I guess that's her problem to figure out. Okay, cool. Navigating Brankrug. Left click to interact with objects and rooms. Right click or use cursor keys to move your view around or change keys and settings. St. Brandon's Cove. Here the sea ends and the world begins, or the other way around. After storms, the fishermen of Brankrug village find oddities washed up here. Out of bounds. This place lies beyond the bounds of the house. Okay. Tidal flats. What? I'm so lost already. Brankrug is a tidal island. At low tide, you could walk there, though you probably shouldn't. Okay. To go in this slot, an object must match at least one of these. Winter is the principle of silence, of endings, and of those things that are not quite. Take notes wherever you prefer. Oh. Oh. Oh, do I need to write things down? I might need to write things down, I guess. What's this? I fear that I've missed a tutorial or something. Or we're just meant to learn by clicking around and figuring it out. The cold comes first. Thunder growling, waves pounding. Finally me, sprawled on the sodden sand of the beach. There's something in my hand. Oh, I'm half drowned. A memory of a storm. And a drowned book. Uh-huh. I see. Oh, is that the only one I take? Or do I take... Okay. I see, and that goes in memories. What do I have left to work with? Salvage. Anything that matches the aspects below can go in this slot. Memory of storm can't. Oh no, I think it can. Okay, so we need a memory, or an element of the soul, or being soaked. I'm soaked, I'm freezing, but as far as I can tell, I'm still alive. You still have some health. Don't lose it. You need it if you want to be alive. What else do you have? Your single remaining possession is in a belonging slot at the top. Sure is. Powers. Heart. The heart relents a speech to protect the skin of the world we understand. The heart is the... Can I paste things somewhere? The heart is the principle that continues and preserves. Winter is the principle of silence, of endings, and of those things that are not quite dead. The human soul is composed of 9 elements, and this is one. Most other things have simpler souls. Each soul card can be used once a day for the kind of things you do with your soul. That usually means talking to people or crafting. Malady! Something has snared or sickened my soul. Soul cards can be malady-tainted when you're exposed to dangerous influences, sometimes when you fail in a task. Maladies cannot be exhausted, but your soul is altered and weakened, and there can be serious consequences if they go untreated. Soaked! In peril of dissolution. Intervene quickly, but not hastily. Storm! I can't get my thoughts straight. There's something in my hand. Your single remaining possession is in a belongings at the top. It sure is. A drowned book, the one possession I kept from the shipwreck. It must be important to me. I suppose I'll tell you more about how and where you can use this item. It's a thing. Okay. Gentleman makes things his servant. The petty man is servant to things. Sneakily hides my malady card under the game box. Ha 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 ha. The fools. They'll never know. Okay. It's a journal. I began before this book, but it'll end when I do. Readable. There are worse things to put in your eyes than this. And soaked. Okay. So that's... Right. Remember... Guidance. So... Go in the slot. An object must match all of these. It needs assistance. We have something that's winter and moon. We can go there. If an object matches those, it can't go in this slot. If there's reluctant, it can't go in there. Can my health go in there? Can the memory of the storm go in there? Can the book go in there? Okay. Aha. I think that feels like it means time is passing. Guy dance? I hope he does. Brancrook Village. Brancrook Village, sanctuary in the storm. I'll need help to climb cliffs in the dark, and the locals are suspicious of outsiders. More than ever so since the restoration and the new king. So, I'd need an object with assistance and sky. Which... Memory Storm has sky, but it doesn't have assistance. And this has neither of those. Makes sense. Okay. What was this? Right, so this is how we can analyze what we have. Is what this is about. Okay. I'm with you, I think. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Interesting. The time's ticking down on our health, which bodes poorly. Unless that's until we're no longer soaked. But I suspect it means until we're dead in the ground. Okay. The librarian lives alone, but there's no shame in seeking assistance from others. Can I... I can't put this anywhere else. That is a belonging. St. Brandon's Cove is out of Browns. I'm good at words. Don't step on my last nerve. You should have known better than that. What were you thinking? Honestly. You know how aggressive I get. At all times of day. All times of night. Oh, you gotta watch out for them pensioners. I feel this bodes poorly. Let's click to interact with objects in rooms. Right click or use cursor keys to move your view around. Are there any other objects I can interact with? I do get the horrible feeling that I'm missing something here. Yeah, I didn't think I could put either of those there. Gang, I think I'm dead. I think I'm gonna die. Yeah, that doesn't fit any of those. Oh, I'd need 2 winters. Okay, so it needs assistance and either 2 winters or 2 moons or both, and needs to not be reluctant. Okay. I'm piecing things together. Let's see, are we gonna die? Okay, now we're freezing. It's not even cold anymore. I could just lie down right here. I could sleep right here. You really need to find shelter. I do need to find shelter. I feel like I've not seen something that I'm supposed to have seen. Perhaps this book can help me put the pieces together. This book helped me remember something. What else can I recall? Book of yours isn't going well, is it? Copy to clipboard. I don't know what copy to clipboard means. Start? Oh. Okay, so I can start something with the book in the memory of the storm. There was a storm. It smashed the ship like an egg, but I seized this book as the sea seized me. Then the sea brought me here to Brankrug, and Brankrug is where I wanted to be. It's hard to remember why. What else did I lose in the storm? Memory. Core? Core is exuberance, instinct, rhythm. Those mean something to me? Uh-huh. That's a memory, yep. Egg. Egg. Like an egg. Memory. Fet? Fet is that part of us which dreams. Are dreams important to me? Memory. Shapt? Shapt is eloquence and also understanding. The door opens both ways. Is my soul open to knowledge? What do I have left to work with? More book? As this book can help me put the pieces together. Human soul has 9 parts. Exuberance, enthusiasm, instinct all rise from that part of the soul we call core. Is my core strong? Recover this. The other 2 possibilities will be lost to the sea. For now. Aha. Okay. So what vibe do I want to go with? Do I want to be a dreamer? Do I want to be eloquent and understanding? Do I want to be exuberant, instinctual, and rhythmic? Let's be Shapt right now. Sure. And then yes, so Core and Fet are gone. This is the coast where Brankrug Isle lies. My sources briefed me thoroughly about the place, and I know there's no way I can cross to the isle in these seas. I'll need to find shelter for the night. Yep, might be a bit late, but sadly. Okay, we've got Shapt. Memory Metal. Memory Fost. Memory Arab. I should be reading what these are, actually, shouldn't I? Metal is the capacity for meaningful choice. Fost is sight, perception, inspiration, all the glory's gifts. Arab is pride, compassion, hatred, and fear. And Wist is the name, the memory, that part which remains. Is it important to me that things endure? Okay. What do we need to unlock these again? Shapt. Health freezing ain't gonna do it. Okay, all of those are element of the soul and memory. Or element of the soul and memory. We don't know one is ever wistless. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I'm pretty wistless. Choose a strong metal and a past where you made mistakes. The waves will wash away the others for now. Capacity for meaningful choice. Well, that feels appropriate for the festival. Fost is sight, perception, inspiration. It doesn't really matter. We're going to die in about 80 seconds anyway. Let's go with metal. So, wait. Okay. Let's see if we can piece together what this is telling me. So we have the salvage. Powers. The principle called knock permits no seal and no isolation. It thrusts us gleefully out of the safety of ignorance. Knock opens doors and unseams barriers. Peril of dissolution, journal, readable, and thing. Right. Let's go with metal to start with. The rest will go. Perhaps here I can atone for all I've done. But what was that exactly? First things first, I remember there's someone in the village who will give me sanctuary, if I can get there. That's a big question. An old friend's address. Ooh, okay. That's a sundry. Brankrug village must be nearby, but it's hard going, dragging my soaked body across the soaked sand in the teeth of this wind. Which way? A memory of fear? That doesn't bode great. Above me, atop the cliffs, lies Brankrug village. I'll never reach it in the storm, but if I can only muster my remaining strength to find help. Okay, I'm starting to learn how this game works. Health, freezing. Still freezing. Okay, doesn't seem to have made it worse, at least. I guess consider with my book. I should dry this book out before trying to read it. Okay, we're done with the book, it looks like. Can't consider my friend's address. I can't consider the fact that I'm freezing. I can't consider my Shapt. Shapt. Perhaps there's someone out there even in this weather. I can fill my lungs and bellow for help. That would also mean I don't need to crawl any further. Okay, I can't put metal there. Can't put health there. Can't put memory of fear there. Can't put a friend's address there. Can't put Shapt there. Let's put Shapt there then. At last I see the light of a hurricane lamp bobbing in the dark. As it approaches, a face glimmers above the lamp. Shapt is fatigued now. Okay. Which I guess means we can't use it for a bit. When this card recovers, it will have this much forge again. When this card recovers, it will have this much knock again. Okay. So we can use this to unlock things. And to... whatever forge is. Forge. Fire, I once read, is the winter that warms and the spring that consumes. The principle of the forge transforms and destroys. Ah, Shapt happened. A fisherman's assistance? I'd love a fisherman's assistance. Perfect. That's sundry, I'm guessing. Speak to visitors, assistants, strangers, and friends. Okay, so this is consider, this is talk. Hello, fisherman's assistants.
Come no closer. What's thy business?
I'm dying. Please. A name? I need something with one of those on it, is that? An old friend's address.
Be someone that'll speak for 'ee?
Of course, since 1930 and the Restoration, the locals have grown ever more suspicious of foreigners. But is someone in Brankrug I know? Yes. I know someone here. Help, please, mister. A fisherman from Brankrug village. He can guide me up the cliff path if he trusts me. Okay.
I'll take you by the cliffs then.
This gentleman is no longer skeptical. Use him to unlock Brankrug village. Okay. Cool. So now we can use... Skeptical was that, which means that, yeah, okay. So we couldn't have unlocked it because it has that. Got it. I'm getting there. We're figuring it out. Brankrug village, sanctuary in the storm. I'll need help to climb the cliffs in the dark, and the locals are suspicious of outsiders. Yes! We have the help of a fisherman. In the Isle's shadow, I find my way through the storm to Brankrug village. I did it! It only took me 20 minutes. Amazing. The Sweet Bones is locked. After the restoration of 1930, the new king's agents came looking for his enemies in these parts. And they weren't gentle about it. Go fish every time you use them. Since those days, the locals are suspicious of foreigners. No one in the Sweet Bones will talk to me. That's fine. We'll try and find our friend's address. Mr. and Mrs. Kille. The midwife is tall and gloomy. Mr. Kille, the undertaker, is slight and wry. In these troubled times, both are wary of strangers. Suitably marked introduction. Check the slot. So it needs an introduction and at least one of these. And mustn't be an old friend's address. A different old friend's address. Okay, who are we looking? Denzel is the blacksmith of Brankrug village. Let's look for the blacksmith then. I remember him from the war. If he remembers me, I can find shelter beneath his roof once I've reached Brankrug village. Where's that blacksmith? A walk on the moor. Not a great idea right now, I think. The smithy, locked. Denzel Smith has more work than he needs, and he rarely opens his door to strangers. Denzel looms in the fire-bright doorway. The storm wind plucks at you both. No. I'm dying! Please help! Denzel looms in the fire-bright doorway. You? Here? How? Denzel, I'm dying. Please, sir. Please, Denzel. Denzel only has the one bed, but he can offer me a straw mattress in the smithy. It's smoky, but the warmth is very welcome. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're not dying. Denzel, I'm in distress. Spring, new growth. We've made it to spring? Denzel pauses at the door as I wish him good night.
Sun will be back,
He observes.
Always do. Used to say that in the war, didn't we?
The words linger as he clumps up the passage. The lamp flame flickers red, gold, red. We have health of some description. Memory, revelation. Denzel Smith, strong as oak, blackened by smoke. He will never surpass his father, and he is no longer a soldier. But he still has his craft. I'm always welcome at Denzel's smithy. Denzel will offer help for free as a friend. If you give him occult coinage, he will perform the service of division. Uh-huh. Fascinating. Okay, I'm not 100% sure what this all means. So, is that... You need to put in a card that matches one of these three elements, I'm guessing. Yeah, this one has none of those, so it can't go in there. Oh, clicked out of the game. That won't help. This does have that, but I can't put it there. Interesting. So I guess it needs to be an element of the soul, at least in this case? Okay. We don't have introductions. The postmistress may have something for me, once I know what to ask for. I don't know what to ask for. The book's still wet. Can you dry out my book? God damn it. I keep clicking outside of the game. You can't dry off my book. Sure, let's see what you do with metal, shall we? Denzel rarely works for free, but he won't take payment for helping friends. What do you think about this book? Denzel watches with grave interest as I dry the book in the warmth of his forge fire. He provides wads of cotton to put between the pages, but otherwise he keeps his distance. He is wary of the written word. I'm beginning to suspect he cannot read. I do not expect he will ever tell me. Okay. The journal is dry now. Our metal is fatigued. So we can't put it back in there yet. Health. Okay, let's take a look at the book. Maybe the book has something for me now. Some books are to be tasted, others to be swallowed, and some few to be chewed and digested. Studying requires effort. You'll always need a suitable soul card first. It needs knock, which Shapt would have. And that's the only one I have that would work for. Is bacon speaking in food metaphors? Why not? I feel like if anything should be able to, it would be bacon. Okay, so we can't do anything with that right now, it looks like. Talk. Can I talk to my health? No, I don't have any people to put in there right now. Okay. If I put my health there, what happens? Denzel rarely works for free, but he won't take payment for helping a friend. Can we put either of these memories in there? Can we put one of these expended bits of soul? No, cool. We're knackered. Utterly knackered. Oh, but we do have Blacksmith's Assistance now, which includes an introduction and some other bits of support. Okay. Rad. Denzel, can you help us through here? You have that. Ah, but you don't have either of those. Okay. Night has fallen. Dawn will come soon. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Brankrug Village. This quiet Cornish fishing village has lain long in the Isle's shadow. It might be as old as Hush House itself. And like Hush House, Brankrug Village has provided sanctuary over the years for its share of misfits and exiles. Hello, have we kissed anyone yet? Hi, Swamp. We're not kissing people today. But, so no, I don't think we've kissed anyone today. Have we kissed anyone today? I don't think we have, right? I certainly don't remember doing so. But also, a lot happened in Butterside Down, so couldn't rule it out entirely. The rectory locked. The Sweet Bones is locked. No one in the Sweet Bones will talk to me. I haven't come alone. Denzel doesn't say a word. He sits with his... Well, memories fade, assistance departs, but the soul is refreshed. Interesting. Well, so long then, Denzel, I guess. Right, so our things reset at the start of the day. The final game yesterday was the first one to contain kisses. It is true. As restoration of 1930, the New King's agents... Yeah, no one will speak to me. Departing assistance no longer works. Can we get Denzel's information or assistance again? Yes. But it will cost us one of our elements of the soul. God, yeah. Okay. Rain, what do you do? Soft rain brings life. Cute. The rectory... Oh, will metal work there? Is that what that's telling me? Maybe Shapt? Let's see. Interesting. Okay. Fascinating. But we can also get in there with... Okay. So if we try to use Shapt in there, a tough audience. I've charmed tougher. See of hostile faces. I'm not going away. They don't have to like me. What do you think of this book, though? What then? To the threshold of the house, you can only keep 5 things in your belongings. A 6th item will be abandoned unless it already has a home. Abandoned items will wait for you outside the house. Right. Okay, the world warms, it's midday, and it is spring. Okay. We're learning. We're getting there. I don't know what to ask for. What do we need to go through here? Effort and knowledge. Health can cover the effort. Metal might be able to cover the knowledge? No. Rain can cover the knowledge. Okay. Could maybe try again with Denzel and see if... Take me for a walk on the moor, but I don't know if that's what I need right now. What do we need to go over here? We need assistance with Sky, Lantern, or Forge. So yeah, none of these will work because none of them are assistance. But if we can get Denzel, maybe. Okay, let's see about Shapt. A tough audience. I've charmed tougher. We getting weird? Welcome in, Charlotte. Thank you for the streak, and thank you for the streak as well, Swamp. We getting... Yeah. I'm confused and lost again. Much as I was with Butterside Down, but in a different sort of a vibe. Eventually, the other patrons unbend enough to let me buy them a pint and let me listen to them complain about the weather. I'll find a warmer welcome here next time. Interesting, but I do also have Memory of Solace, but these need to be used up today? No, Memory needs to be used up. Rain might not be used up by tomorrow. The Sweet Bones has been the public house in Brankrug since Cromwell's time. Its history is notable, its beer is not. Guests looking for discreet employment or for discreet assistance can congregate in the snug. Ah, okay. Can't use book for mine. Can use health for me. Can I use memory or rain? No. Okay, so I can't do anything with this one yet. As matters stand. Noted. But I can do stuff at the Sweet Bones at all. Mrs. and Mr. Killer, can I smooth talk my way? No, you need an introduction, right? Yes. The Rectory. Need an introduction or a mutual acquaintance marked with lantern, knock, or sky. Perhaps someone who shares his interest in theology or poetry. I don't know no one like that just yet. Night has fallen, dawn will come soon. Okay, I won't get... The smithy is dark and Denzel values his sleep. I should return after dawn. A smoky room? Uh-huh. Okay. No idea what's going on, just vibing after being real mad. I'm sorry you've been real mad at work. I am piecing together what's going on, but this game has not explained itself, especially. We're essentially, I think, trying to collect cards. Oh, can I, before I... can I use metal? Can I use... No. I can't consider these things. Can I consider my book again? No. Memory of solace. Peace after trouble. Yeah, okay. So... Oh, rain does also go away. But that might just because it's not raining. It's clouds today. What does clouds mean? In this country, the sky is rarely clear. The sun goes courteously cloaked. Okay. Let's try and get Denzel's help for today. Using our metal. Maybe. Sure. Denzel rarely works for free. Okay. Metal is fatigued, but we do now have blacksmith's assistance, which might get us in here. No. I don't think it'll get us in here. Does that help us with anything else? Okay. Right, yeah, he's got forge and assistance. So he can help us with the bridge. Cucurbit Bridge! And that spends the blacksmith's assistant very well. I need more assistance to get to the lodge at the gate. A cottage where Hush House's groundskeeper lived until the fire. If I can get into the place and make it habitable, I can use it as a base for reclaiming more of the house. Sure. I'd need assistance for that, though. Yeah, I still need something for me and mine. Not much work on offer in Brankrug, but I could find sixpence worth of odd jobs. Or add a coin to find visitors seeking employment. I don't think I can put anything there. I guess that means I need money? Right, okay. So I can get money using Shapt. And then when I have money, I can use one of my attributes, my elements of soul, to get assistance? I presume? I think I'm beginning to get at least some of the system understood. just a smidge of how this works. Don't know what to ask for. We need an assistance. We need 2 moon or 2 winter. This is 1 moon, 0 winter. Moth! I knew a man who captured moths in a bell jar. On nights like this, he would release them one by one to die in the candle. What the fuck, man? There's no need to do that. Why would you do that? Fixing and mending. Okay, so Shaft is now spent for the day. But I do have sixpence. That's sundries, apparently. That's not an item. Very well. Sure. Let's get more sixpence, I guess. Probably to prove a point. Silver coin of least value, but silver nonetheless. Okay, so it's afternoon. Going into evening. Okay, we can pause the time on everything. We can make time go slower. Which, okay, we can speed things up. Manual labor. But with that we earn a shilling. We're up to a shilling, baby. We're the richest person you ever did see. 12 pence, or if you prefer, 1/20th of a pound. I don't think I do prefer, but thank you. Right. So now that we have a shilling, we can do other stuff. That's literally just pence. Okay. So we need assistance with 2 forge, heart, or knock. I think Denzel has 2 forge. So we'll ask him for help again tomorrow. Gamble it away in that other game. Let's go! Knock, 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 knock. Was it knock? I don't remember. It was like knock or punch. There were 2 games that were both blackjack, but one of them was also, you could go backwards. Daybreak. Okay, my memories of clouds are gone. Oh, it's a gale. Careful now. Gale is 3 heart, 3 sky. Interesting. Have we needed 3 sky for anything? I feel like we've needed sky for something, but I don't remember what it is. Okay, so we've used our shaft for the day. We do have Denzel's assistance, which I think we can use here to unlock part of the manor. Actually, Gale is a bomb. Okay, that's gonna cook away for a little bit. Let's put our metal, get a bit more money, I guess. Or I might want that. Let's put health in. Okay, what do you need? You need assistance to moon to winter. Which it ain't. What is OMG? It's at least for a bit that we have done in and among the Baldur's Gate bitches. Speaking of which, since I'm doing more of this festival tomorrow, there's no Baldur's Gate bitches tomorrow, I'm afraid. Uncatalogued book, Nocturnal. Catalogue this to learn more. Oh, interesting. For 500 years, in the times we called baronial, curia, nocturnal, there was always a keeper to watch the ways, weed the gardens, mend the roof when the sun was shining. There is no keeper now, but the lodge's roof still weathers the storms of Brankrug Bay. Brankrug Bay. The great gate of the house. The walls of the house tower above me. I had been told that it was abandoned after a fire, but there was no sign of any such thing. The building will no doubt need restoration, but it's in better shape than I'd feared. Books are the memory that does not die, reads the inscription above the gate. Okay, can I take the books? Travelling at Night, Volume 1. Uncatalogued book. Catalog this to learn more. Sure, can we do that now? Consider. Studying requires effort. You'll always need a suitable soul card first. Okay. I'm with you. This book was probably written around the time of Hushhouse's nocturnal period. After the turn of the century. If I examine it, I can learn more about what knowledge it might contain. Sure. You get to work on that. I'm gonna take this basket, I guess. Basket is heart, thing, woven. Take this to a workbench to render it into rags. Restorative, for rest and recovery. Something that will help you recover from maladies if you use it in bed with sufficient suitable power aspects. Okay, so we have a base. Use a matching soul card to move your belongings in and make this your bed. Or place a matching visitor card to encourage them to stay a little longer. Okay, so we've used up our metal, we've used up our health. We have Travelling at Night Volume 3 now. Soul, skill, and memory? God dang. Okay. Can we put these books on the shelf? We absolutely can. That's wonderful. Okay. Tea! Can we... We can put the tea on the shelf? Bread. Okay. So we should be able to get some more money. Got a shilling, we got sixpence. Richest person you've ever did see. I think I already said that. I'm wide awake. Ballerina, welcome in. Travelling at Night by the only readable occultist. Wah. I wish I had a hush house nocturnal period right now. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm wide awake. What are you talking about? I'm so alert. I'm ready for anything. I'm the awakest person you ever did see. Exactly. You get it. You understand. You guys know me. Y'all know how I am. Y'all know my ways. 1 shilling, 12 pence. We'll hire a casual labourer's services. In spring, the local miners often travel to the Feast of Lights below. If one breaks his journey at the Sweet Bones, a shilling will buy his labour for a day. Miners offer some of these things. Alternatively, add a soul card to find any rarer guests who might be seeking employment. Ooh. Not right now. But soon, maybe. Okay, let's go to tomorrow. Daybreak. Memories fade, assistance departs, but the soul is refreshed. It's raining again. Okay. So, if we take the Hush House key, that might help. We might need that. Heavy enough to brain someone, though you'd need both hands for that too. Unlock the door. Cool. We've got a honey scar scented candle, shadow sip. Can I... So if I put something here, I claim the bed? Fascinating. Okay, great. Yeah. Okay, that's gonna take a hot minute to claim, but that's fine. We'll come back for that later, I guess. That's a lot of house. Hush House, turns out, pretty large. So snowy outside, I just want to curl up under a blanket. Do it, I dare you. Coward. You too much of a coward to curl up under a blanket all comfy cozy? Huh? Okay. Oh, hello. Hello, Serena Blackwood. This bust is carved from alabaster. The stairs to the room above are blocked with debris, and the plaster is peeling from the walls. I'll need help from the village to clear and restore the place. We need assistance to forge or to lantern, which we can get from our guy. I can make out a green and shaded space, but it's choked with weeds and thorns. I'll need help to clear the space. Okay, we'll need 2 nectar or 2 lantern. Can we get that from someone here? What visitors might be passing through? Find out what unusual passersby might be looking for employment. Let's see what happens, I guess. So if I go back to the house now... Camp. My health is fatigued, but... I can restore it? Add something restorative like a beverage or fresh linen to restore your soul card without waiting overnight. Cool. Right. Learning. Fascinating. Okay, cool. Let's put some metal in here. And I think he should be able to help me unlock the room upwards in the house. But our metal is now fatigued for it. Okay, can you in fact help us with this, or have I wasted my time? You can! Perfect. Cool, you do that. We'll see if any likely sorts turn up here. Ah, passing by, a consulting engineer. You're not quite who I needed, but here's an opportunity. My shaft is fatigued. So you can... This is someone you can hire for a day. Consulting engineer provides forge. Talk to her before she leaves if you want to use her services. By doing that, if I meet their price, I can hire them for a day. 24? I don't have that much. Sorry. Thanks for trying, though. Okie dokie. Oh, ads are starting soon. I will pause the game briefly. I really do need to stretch. My back hurts this time round. Okay, I think I'm starting to get a grasp of how this game works. It's going to be a lot of information to keep in one's head, which I guess is why they suggest writing things down wherever you prefer. Sure, I will fix my weird body as best I can. Which is altogether not very well, I think. I'm going to have more peanuts. Yum, yum, yum. Before anyone asks, that was peanuts. Peanuts. Just, I know someone's gonna say it. If I don't point it out now. Jenna isn't here. Like, Jen is the only person that might say it. Dick, yeah. His name was Dick Peanut. The best private eye you ever saw. Ooh. So, okay, what do we need in this room? Watchman's Tower, top floor. The ceiling bows worryingly under a damp patch. There must be a leak in the observatory. The sun above knows what state it's in. I should seek help and enter carefully. Well, if we had the engineer, we might be able to go in there, sadly. Grail. Expansive chair, upholstered in a velvet of peculiar richness that invites the hand. Sit down a while. You've earned it. Tony was summoned. Okay, this one needs lantern or nectar. Which I have no idea how to find either of, I don't think. Has there been... Has someone been doing reminders that there's a giveaway going? I've not been seeing it. And I'm not allowed to scroll up in my chat, apparently. There we go. Ah, okay. We do have some reminders. We do have a giveaway going for Cultist Simulator, another game by this dev. It posts every 20 minutes. Good. If you're interested in this game and its vibe, you might also enjoy Cultist Simulator. Just type !cult in chat if you'd like to join the giveaway, which should work properly this time. It only needs to do one key, so that it should be fine to just do it by itself. Yeah, I'm really digging this, but also it is taking my brains. It is requiring brains to get through. One key? I hope not. Right. We're back. What were we doing? So I feel like... I don't know if the linen... I feel like the linen gets spent, presumably, to cure fatigue. And I feel like we can save it for now. Challenges. Printer's level challenges. The simpler techniques require skill alone. So, okay, restore. That with... Let's just... You know what? Let's do it and just see what happens. Actually, that's not right now, because it is dusk and everything's about to restore anyway. But, yeah. Cracked mirror. Use sharp linen to invent Marxism. Would that I could, Ravain. Would that I could. Okay. Okay. So I guess our objective is to get into all of Hush House. What do we need to go for a walk on the moor? Well, none of these, because they're expended. Expent? They're gone. Can't use them. Oh, I get it. Like blueprints. Like blueprints. Okay. Let's fast forward just a smidge. Until we get to tomorrow. There we go. So, yes. Departure. Fleeting reminiscence. A moment in time, in another moment, it'll be gone. If unused, memories disappear with the dawn. What memory did we have, though? Okay. Never mind then. It's sunny today, so that's nice. We need knowledge. Maybe we can get that from one of the books? Actually, yeah, let's review these other books that we have. Because we have yet to learn what they are. Let's use our metal to read this book. We could see who is around. To hire for the day, although they're probably all just gonna be too expensive, aren't they? I guess we'll find out. Okay, so metal is fatigued, but we now have warming drafts to uplift the heart. A wonderful compendium of healing tisanes, compiled by Nathan of Regensburg. Sure, put that on the shelf. What are these about? Annotated dream journals of Christopher Illipoli, sometimes called the only readable occultist, literate, entertaining, bewildering. Okay, so if we put metal here, we put that in there. Let's see what happens. That's German for Rainburger. Yum, yum, yum. So we could go and get Devon's help again. Passing by a musician. How much do you cost, buddy? 24? 24. Okay, guess I'm gonna need to earn my keep a bit more first before I can hire anyone else. Which I guess makes sense. Let's do that today. Why not? Let's earn a bit more money. Would you like to help me read this book? I can't pay you, but, you know. You would, however. Would you have been able to help me get in there? You would, because you've got Sky. Neat. I can just take this stuff with me. I'm gonna redecorate my house as I like, I guess. Oh, desk Ava, a magnificent 18th century secretary desk commissioned for Lady Ava de Wolf, last of the Brankrug de Wolfs. Papers. Some books are to be tasted. Studying requires effort. Yep, sure. Can I just do that with my observation in this case, though? Yes. Which maybe I will do, actually. Okay, so... basket of dirty laundry. Once washed, it'll be usable again. I see. Okay. How do we wash that, then? Can we? What do we need to use to wash it? I kind of feel like it's gonna be... using an aspect of my soul to do it. But I guess we'll find out. Assuming I can find where I need to put it. Sixpence goes there. Shillings combined into a florin. Let's go. Which we could now use to get... to hire the musician. Did you provide only one of each, though? I'll hire this one for a day. Yeah, I get the feeling it's going to be one of each of those. An aspect of your soul or some soap. Impossible to say. I mean, probably both is the thing. I feel like it's just like... it's going to take effort to do the washing. I don't want the chair! Let me put the chair back! Thank you. Large fireplace. Effort and thing. Okay. I can't effort that thing. There. What are you? Dandelion wine. Yum. Oh, we've got more books here as well. Right, speaking of books, let's study our journal. Oh, hang on. I feel like this is going to give me a bunch of memories, which are going to immediately go away. Oh, no. Well, I might go to tomorrow before this ends. Which I guess I'll be interested to see what happens in that case. My journal, I'm sure of it. The storm scattered my thoughts, but each page I turn is familiar. I begin to recall now why I came here, to understand my curse and redeem myself. You also now access the Tree of Wisdoms from the top of the screen. Oh! A sand-scarred journal. I am the librarian of Hush House, and this journal will record what arose from my crime and my curse. The archaeologist's dearest wish when they came to the house was to record a history where their crime could be forgotten, or could be forgiven, or redefined. You can complete the game by recording any history. You might wish to begin your studies with the Scholicosophy wisdom. Okay. Metal and more shapt. Ooh, okay, we have 2 shapt now. Soul, skill, memory? Soul, memory. Florin for skill? Okay, what's the tree about? The Tree of Wisdoms. Scholars and adepts recognize 9 wisdoms, though they disagree where one wisdom ends and another begins. Something for me to think about. Travel the Tree of Wisdom. Something. My memories lie curled in my journal like a seed in winter earth. Once you've rescued and read your journal, use it to unlock the tree. A sign. There are always choices, and so there are always regrets. Unlock the tree and gain a tryst card. We can get Spoodler, Owl, Skull, Snowflake, Sun, Gear maybe? Bird, Eye, Leaf. Okay, I see. So we need one of each of these. Oh, okay. Tryst. Changing the longing. One of the 9 parts of the human soul. And then Tryst. I don't think that shared any of these. Okay, so we have Tryst now. Which is neat. Nyctodramy 2, the knightliest of the night arts, travel through the darkness in the hidden places. Birdsong 2, music, riddles, miscellanea, if the gods gossiped. Every skill could belong to one of 2 wisdoms. Decide which by assigning it here. This will grow your understanding of the wisdom and reward you with an element of the soul card. Okay. Grail, Heart, Moth, Knock. This game is fascinating. I adore the vibes. But also, it takes so much thinking. Right. Consider the book. If we use a shaft for it. I don't have a skill yet. So I can't do that. I guess we need to wait until I unlock a skill. No, I don't want to take that with me. Uncatalogued book, baronial. Sure, let's catalog it. Why not? We are a librarian, after all. Theoretically. Cool. Unpause. Oh. A reminder. A message from St. Ronwin's Trust has arrived. Reminder to the librarian. Reminder from St. Ronwin's Trust that I hadn't yet replied to them. Okay. Can I take that to the post office? I can reply to this from a writing desk. Aha. Okay. Writing desk. We had one in here. Papers with... No? Oh. We can just do that. I finished reading. The Trust hopes I've arrived safely, but wonders why, if so, I haven't yet replied. The letter is simply signed to the trustees. Okay. Is that... Did I... Oh, to reply instead, add ink at a desk. Right. Do I need ink? There's ink. Perfect. That with that. Add a soul card to determine the tone of the letter. Not all desks allow all soul cards. Metal. Health with Tryst. Let's reply with Tryst. The sea remains, the house remains. What else remains we shall learn in time. I am something new, and in time I will learn what that means. A simple yes would have sufficed, librarian. The journey was not straightforward, but here I am. Hush House is empty and peaceful. Nothing walks these halls. If something once did 7 years ago, the fire must have purged it. That sounds like a more helpful reply. Wainscot Histories! Subtitle Stories from Behind the Walls. A miscellany of non-traditional histories, including battles not generally acknowledged and countries which appear on no map. Told in a playful, apparently fictional manner. Okay, that's one fatigued chap right there. Let's put something to work. Getting some money. Got enough mystique to tell fortunes for pennies. Undignified, perhaps, for the librarian of Hush House, but times are hard. Sure. He doesn't like telling stories. And that's why we're here, after all. A reply to the trust. Metal, fatigued, and a memory of foresight. Well, shame I'm gonna lose that in like 20 seconds. Hey. Can I deliver this post? No. Not till tomorrow? Is that? Or am I just not allowed to use it at all? Oh, not at all. Needs the post office to be dispatched to St. Ronan's Trust. Is that just because it's too late in the day, maybe? I hope that's the case, because otherwise... Oopsie. Right. So we're going to get some money. Tuppence! Alright. Guess I'll take it. Guess it doesn't pay as well as the other ones. Not much work on offer in Brancrook, but I can find 6pence worth of odd jobs. Sort of Yanis of pennies. Okay. I'm not 100% sure what this button does, but... Night has fallen. Dawn will come soon. Well, I'll just keep working at the bar until whenever I'm done, I guess. Memory of foresight. Wits forge and fire blast, meanings press and screw. Yeah, I'd love to use that somewhere, but I don't know that I can. I don't have a skill. Chapter's fatigued. Got another 6pence. What's there? Yeah, I've not yet found anywhere to clean the laundry, it would seem. I'll just put it down for now. We could catalogue one of these books. Let's catalogue one of these books. With our health. Can't with our health. But we can with our metal. So we will. It's sunny today. Okay, now can we reply to the trust? No. Come on. You say I can take this to the post office to be dispatched to St. Ronan's Trust. So I need readable and journal without being soaked or reluctant. Which that is. The postmistress regards me with the chilly gaze of a goddess image in an ancient hill shrine. The librarian, says she. Yes, I have something for you. Wait here, please. Turns out you should maybe read things in this game. Turns out if you look at the things that are being asked of you, you can actually find out that you can do things. The postmistress returns with an envelope addressed to the librarian, Hush House, Brancrook Isle, postmarked in Wales a week ago. A letter to the librarian from St. Ronan's Trust. The trust's connection with Hush House is probably benevolent, but persistently obscure. 10-shilling note? £0.50, but not half a note. A recent innovation. 120? Hot dang. Yeah, I'll reply to the trust. With postage, how much do you need? Tuppence? Stamp, envelope, send. And we still have a penny back. The postmistress examines the letter and deems it sufficient. It'll go with the next post, she assures me. Now I can expect visitors, correspondence, and a stipend from the trust every spring. Aw, ain't that lovely? Alright, well now we're getting somewhere. That's 120 money right there. Okay. What is this book? My metal is fatigued. 7 shards. The lionsmith, one of the 2 great hours of struggle, broke his sword into 7 shards. Natalia Brulot, 5th librarian of Hush House, describes the nature of each of those shards, allegorically and otherwise. Oop. Okie doke. Let's... If we put up Lauren. In summer, the barber comes by to keep the village. So is it summer now? It's summer now. The barber comes by to keep the villagers kempt. A shilling will buy his services. 1 shilling, 12 pence will hire a casual labourer's services. 10 shilling note will be more than necessary. A penny! 1 shilling, 12 pence will hire a casual labourer's services, sure. Let's get some work ourselves, I guess. I don't think we really need moth or the other thing that was being offered. Let's catalogue some books, maybe, with our shaft. And then we can put Trist and a skill card. Try to match power aspects if you want to create something. I don't have any skills. I am still unskilled. Can you critique books? Not that I've found, but there's plenty of this game that I don't think I'll have found yet. Okay, we're tired out of Shapt, but we have learned about On the Winding Stair. Gregory Wheelock, the master mason and architect employed by Walter de Wolfe to construct the winding stair and the guest chambers in Hush House, describes a more ambitious and dangerous project. Ooh. Can I read it? I can! Well, that might have been useful to me earlier to have realised. Sure. Let's read the book. A script like cheerful chicken scratchings hopping back and forth. I can't read it. Okay. I guess we can critique the books. The Soul's Labours. Add aspects to match the book's mystery. You don't always need to fill every slot. Not just yet. Let's consider these other books first. I have money to collect. 6 to make a shilling. I can respond to that if I get some more ink, which I don't know of how I can obtain. Coffins and cradles, midwife, and handywoman. They don't sound like they'd sell ink. Cheerful chicken, cheerful chicken, cheerful chicken. You don't happen to sell ink, do you? Postmistress keeps the gate to the wider world. In her left hand is the lightning, which is to say the telegraph, and in her right the thunder, which is to say the only telephone in Brankrug. Before her lies the cash register, which accepteth the greater currency and returneth its lesser children. Aha, so we can get change here. Cool. Probably would be helpful for things down the line. Got Shapt. Now I have an idea of the book's nature and its contents. A baronial period book. Tell me about it. If you dare. You don't. You don't dare at all. You wouldn't begin to dare. Memory, Sonny? Ooh. You provide enough lantern, but not enough to match mystery lantern. If you're lucky, you might still succeed. Ooh. Let's give it a go. That's cool. Okay. Okay. We're getting there. Do we have any visitors? I guess they'll show up down here if we do, right? While I figure out what the hell I'm doing, let's just get some more money. Cool. Yeah. I can't see ink anywhere. I guess we'll need to look into laborers to help us with the garden and or the watchman's tower. But that feels like we'll kind of have to roll the bones on who we can hire. Knowledge. Nope. Okay. Take a moment to look at something here. Increase relevant aspects by referencing a piece of wall art. Nope. I would have loved to, but I didn't spot it in time. Take a moment to look at something here. There's still a chance. It was the man of letters to record these epiphanies with extreme care, so that they themselves... A mood has come upon you which increases certain aspects. Mr. and this have defeated me. For now. Can always try again later. A mood has come upon me? Memory. Regret. Fun. My tryst is fatigued. And we got nowhere with nothing. What have you got going on? You've got Forge, Winter, and Memory. Consider... this book. You need tally price and mystery edge. We don't have edge. Okay, let's just catalog more books. Books live happily upright here, but other things are permitted to join them. Oh, cool. We can label bookshelves. Great, wonderful. So we can start sorting our books into different flavors. Or... Jelly friend, welcome in. How are you doing? Just close bad browser tab and open good browser tab. We're good browser tab. Incredible. Oh, I'm so happy. I was so relieved. I was so worried I was going to be bad browser tab. But it turns out I wasn't. This whole time. Maybe it depends on the day, though. How are you doing, Jelly friend? We're learning things as best we can. Okay, we get some money. Day's almost over. Let's claim our sixpence. Let's try and earn another one. Overnight. Cult! There's only 20 minutes until the giveaway ends itself, I guess. Brad Bowser Tab. Thank you, Ravane. I was so worried I was going to be Brad Bowser Tab. Oh, my brain and mouth don't work no more. Not since the accident, Your Honor. 108. Now I have an idea of the book's nature and its contents. 108. Ava de Wolf discourses on the fifth history, and particularly on those who are said to have passed over from it. The great hooded princes, the Knocklong who ascended under the mother of ants, but now, so Ava claims, honour the horned axe. Sure, Ava. Whatever you say. Can I not put them... Here you go. Thank you. Our Shapt is fatigued. That's a bit drastic. I mean, it's gonna happen. That's how it's gonna be, assuming it hasn't gone very strange again, which is entirely possible. Okay, shilling with a shilling, florin with a florin, half a crown and a shilling, and a penny and a sixpence. Okay, we're getting there. So we have a half crown, a shilling, a sixpence, and a penny. And 10 shillings. We have 10 shillings, a half crown, which is 2.5 shillings, obviously. Okay. Sure. Daybreak, memories fade as distance departs, but the soul is refreshed. It's cloudy today. Which means something, I'm sure. Okay. Remind me, what do we get here? We have moth and a little of that, but I don't think that's what we need. Let's put up sixpence, or 1 shilling. We'll hire a casual labourer services. Well, I think the thing is, I don't think a casual labourer has enough points to assist us with opening new rooms. But might be able to help us with the rectory. Mutual acquaintance marked with lantern, knock, or sky. Perhaps someone who shares an interest in theology or poetry. Suitably marked introduction, check the slot. We need introduction, provide help, only essential help. Someone with sky, moon, an introduction. Set in Cornwall. Events and depictions, some people may find British the currency. Occult coinage, he'll pawn the surface of division. That's not occult enough, I guess. Right. Denzel, this may be a waste of my time and efforts, but what do you say about the clouds? Nothing. Yep. Shapt is fatigued. Yes, I don't think you sadly actually have anything that will help me talk to any of these people. Can I talk to you? I can talk to you. Collaborate. You might even reply, add something to enhance Denzel's effectiveness for the day, or just talk. Unlike some assistants, Denzel can make use of metal. Education or beguilement boosts knock and forge. We need knock. No, we need... No, we need knock here. Okay, let's do that. Maybe. There's actually a wall made of corn? I'm pretty sure. I couldn't call it that if there wasn't, right? That's just the law. That's just basic common decency, jelly friend. Sure is ire in Ireland. A quire of paper? Okay, we don't have any more ink, right? None down here. No. None here. Can we just write it in T? Blacksmith assistance! Amazing. Okay, so we might in fact be able to use that to get through other things in the house as well. But for now, let's unlock the rectory. A mutual acquaintance has induced Reverend Timothy, the rector, to invite me for tea. There may even be crumpets. Now we're fucking talking! Let's go! I was young, I used to think that all products and things were invented by a person called Mr. Thing. So soup was invented by Mr. Soup. Yeah. Is that not the case? James Soup. Yeah. Memory, gossip. Reverend Timothy's words always run ahead of him, but his thoughts always catch up in the end. So, what have you heard? Frivolous, but tasty. Well, I'm not sure what you wanted to put there, Reverend. So, honestly, I'm beginning to think this is a waste of time. Journal? No. Do you want a book? I've got books. No. You want lantern and knock. And element of the... Okay, so it needs to be an element of the soul with lantern or knock. Which I do have on Shapt, but my Shapt is expent for today. Okay. And that's sixpence, which becomes a shilling, which becomes a florin. Okie doke. Okie dokie 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 doke. Whole lot of words in this game. Hell yeah, there are. I guess let's just get some more money while we're panicking. So, with that in mind, we can do an introduction, and we can probably get something onto Daryl with that. No, Denzel, sorry. We'll get something onto Denzel with that. But, unless we think we should maybe try and get one of these open using one of our skills. He won't accept our tryst. Damn him. Okay. Our Shapt is spent. Got the blacksmith's assistance. What other things can we give to you, Denzel? But tryst boosts moth and moon. Do you want either of those? You might want moon. Okay. Let's go with that then. Metal is fatigued. We get another sixpence. We're none the richer. Tam, welcome in. How are you doing, lovely? I reckon, Tam, you would like the vibes of this game. It's confusing, but I think the atmosphere you would like. And we're currently having a giveaway. If you type !cult in chat, you can win Cultist Simulator, which is another game by this, by these developers. Finally made a sixpence on the richer joke. Makes you feel included and less old. Finally. We've been waiting for your chance. Mutual acquaintances induced the kills to invite me for a fish supper. If I'm lucky, fish supper may mean Mrs. Killer's celebrated galettes. Get them snacks. You'll say thy and thou and shilling and stuff. This one refuses your tryst. Does it make you sad in French? Oui. Memory satisfaction. Killer's household is now available. Mr. Killer pumps my hand. Just me and thee and the missus tonight. Well, there's a client in the back, but if they don't bother he won't bother thee. Got the entire accent wrong, but it's fine. Mr. Killer, the midwife, is tall and gloomy. Mr. Killer then to take her a slight and rye. For 10 years she has drawn villagers into the world, and he has shaped cradles for their departure. She can also whittle, and he can also paint. Very well. I'll come back to them once I have something that needs whittling and or painting. Can I bring a chair? Can you whittle a chair into something? Aww. Fine, I guess I'll take this chair back home. All the way back I go. No, I can't even put the chair back down. It's in the ancient year of 1920. She can whittle it. Okay. Where do I need to go? I still don't have anything for these, right? I guess, can we do... No, because we need a skill to do anything with that now, I think. Maybe one of these books. Tally price. A price of the invisible world would reckon it. Paid in uncommon currency like the tokens called Spintriae. Okay. So they've got mysteries, mystery lantern, auroral contemplations. Predict door and wall. What do these books got going on? Thing is, I'm not recognizing any of these symbols as being in the tree of skills. Just pause the game a sec. To the threshold of the house. Plates, cups, and glasses, so that if I want to offer someone wine, I needn't give them the whole bottle. Cute. Yep, still haven't figured out how to wash anything. But here we are. Soul. I'll move to... Hush House is a mansion of many rooms. I'll move to a different one. No, I don't want to decamp from there. For now. Memory. Nicely not fallen, but once it has, I can rest and perhaps dream on the day's doings. Dreaming on a memory will preserve it past dawn, allowing you to keep it until the following day. Okay. To what end? Okay. Let's try that out. Because that has Grail on it. I don't know if I can talk to Denzel about that and get Grail on him as well, maybe. Oh, that was apparently paused again. Night has fallen. Now that night has fallen, I can rest and perhaps dream on the day's doings. Sure. Let's remember that tomorrow. It's clouds. Right. Denzel. If I don't know that I can use memories to talk to you with. But I guess we'll find out. Thanks, buddy. What's up? It's clouds. It's clouds. Ooh, I can talk to you about memories. This will use up the memory, but boost the assistant's abilities for the rest of the day. Great. Awesome. Do you feel like it's more challenging to learn the very different weird rules of 5 different weird games, or to voice 12 different switchable characters? Absolutely learn the very different weird rules of 5 different weird games. There's a lot of thinking that needs to go into those. The voices, it's at least like... I guess the challenge is trying to remember how each of them was. And it's a bit more of a strain, but... it hurts my brain a bit less. Okay, cool. So now I think you can help me with this. Let's go! New room unlocked. Okay, so it's still summer, but I think we're going into autumn. Essentially starting a new puzzle every 2 hours, yeah, basically. I think tomorrow's going to give me a heart attack. I'm going to be like, oh, cool. I've just about gotten used to the scares of this game. Ooh, time for a new game. Ah! It'll be fine. Ooh. What a nice song. Let's get some money. I could... Okay. This feels like a game that will be very satisfying to do a repeat playthrough of once you know a bit more about how it all works from the get-go. And you can, like, optimize. Okay, so what we should do immediately is we should go and get Denzel's help. We should go and get a memory of satisfaction so that we can get him to help with this. And then be, like, half done with the house on day 3. Today's theme, brain melty, too much learning. Kinda, yeah. Too much thinking. It's not even necessarily learning. Just so much thoughts. Although there has been quite a lot of having to learn the different games this time round. Our last game for the day, at least, I think, won't be taxing mechanically. I'm hoping it'll be a nice sort of cool down for the end of the day. But I guess we'll find out. 6pence. Goes to there, becomes a shilling. And boy howdy, once you've got a shilling, what ain't you got? Cool. Let's consider this book with our chat. Telescope. The scholars of the house watch the course of the stars to determine their pasts and understand their future. Evolved via Horomachistry? I could use Horomachistry with this to evolve my soul. Once you've committed a skill to the Horomachistry wisdom, you can use that skill with this to combine 2 identical soul cards into a greater one. Sure. Hey! The giveaway ended without me realizing. Oopsie-daisy. Quackers! Congratulations on winning a copy of Cultist Simulator. Let me write that down for you, so I don't forget. UQCS. Cultist. Beautiful. I feel like I can do the giveaways better than I have done, but this has been a good learning experience of how they work. I never win anything. You won this one, though. So you're lying, is what you're telling me. You're a liar. You do sometimes win things. At least once. At least one time you've won thing. Ah, night's fallen. There is a lot going on here. It's a big learning curve in this game. But I think I'm starting to get the hang of it at least. Night has fallen, so I might save that for now, because otherwise my tryst will be used up tomorrow. Although I'm not going to use it today, so it's like kind of going to be the same outcome either way, I think. Anything else down here that I can use to my advantage? No. The Tattered Outlaw. Thurza Blake, 7th librarian of Hush House, liked painting donkeys. No one else liked her donkey paintings, but Thurza never much cared what other people liked. Let's go, Thurza! It's always falling. Can't someone help them up? No. They have to learn to do this for themselves. Okie doke. Let's read some more books. Quackers! Thank you so much for subscribing.
Thank you, Rebecca and the developers, for this wonderful prize. I could not have done it without you.
Thank you very much, Quackers, for resubscribing. It's very sweet of you. I hope you enjoy Cultist Simulator when I send you the key, which hopefully I'll remember to do after stream tonight. Oh. I have really enjoyed doing this festival, but it's been a lot of admin. Alright. I don't think we have anything that will help us with nectar or lantern. Well, we might have something that'll help with lantern. I don't know what though. shaft is spent. Let's go get Denzel again. Oh, it's autumn. It's autumn. You can tell because of all the colors on the trees. This is so cute. Oh. A visitor interested in reckoners. Is there someone en route to Hush House? 2 reckoner mobs have gone to war. What? The affair of the forgivable debt. Like many criminal enterprises, reckoners offer loans to the desperate and unwary. Reckoners can offer loans not only of cash, but of allotted years of life. They usually keep a low profile, but now 2 reckoner mobs have gone to war in the unremarkable Lithuanian city of Kaunas. Why? What's in Kaunas? Visitors with an interest in moon or knives, edge, mysteries will want to talk about this. Hero, pilgrim, traitor. He'll always be a soldier, but never again can he be only a soldier. Understands Latin. Arthur prefers food and drink. You want some wine there, buddy? Serve some wine. Maybe. Pour it out. Got a glass of wine. Hey, my friend. About wine? There's an instant card active. You can discuss it, or just leave the slot empty and offer a consultation. Do you want to talk about one of these books? You like Mystery of Edge. Interested in Edge. Interested in Lantern. Mystery Knock. Mystery Lantern. Mystery Scale. Mystery Forge. A lot of Mystery Forge there. Mystery Knock. Mystery Sky. Knock. Heart. Lantern. Alright, let's go with Lantern. Such revelations, the answers can be found in my collection. Can they? Uh-oh. So we want... Oh, that's not what I meant. We found it in my collection. One of these offers Lantern? Each time I think I'm understanding how this game works, something happens, and then I don't understand anymore. This doesn't have Lantern. This doesn't have Lantern at all. Well, let's see what happens. Oh, enlightening. You've satisfied your visitor and earned a reward. But the more they learn, the harder they'll be to satisfy in the future. Okay, well that's something. Iron Spintria. Occult treasures are purchased with occult coin. Spintriae. Iron Spintria are the lowest denomination and display scenes of murder on the reverse side. Okay. Ah, I should maybe talk to the guy about the affair of the forgivable debt. Because it's got Edge and he's interested in Edge. They call it admin because it adds them in every time you think of something. Hey, you got any of that murder money? Only the smallest amount of murder money. Ah, that'll do. We'll take it. Sure. Oh, it's nearly daytime. To hell with it. Let's consider this book using our shaft. Shaft. Right on. This book was probably written around the time of Hush House's baronial period, roughly 1500s to 1700s. If I examine it, I can learn more about what knowledge it might contain. Okay. I guess we'll finish this book, but ad break is coming up, and that means it's about time for us to move on to our final game for the evening, which I'm looking forward to. I think it's going to be, as I say, hopefully a nice chill time. Who is this man? H.J. Hunting Journals of Brian de Wolf, the son of the third Baron Brankrug. I really like this game. It's I think I'm just about beginning to get my head around it. Oh, thanks, Denzel. Well, that was... I forgot I'd tried to do that. I guess we'll save the game. Okay, we can't do question marks, but those are supposed to be question marks. That's really interesting, though. I think once I can get my head a bit more around it, that feels like it'll be really satisfying. I mean, I feel like we did an okay job, but it feels like there's going to be a lot more to open. But I loved the vibes, I loved the art. I knew I was gonna... Yeah, that was really good. In any case, we will be back in a little bit. See you soon.